Today we're going to be playing the best Miner Poison deck for the new meta in Clash Royale. So guys, we have a completely new version of Miner Poison right now in this meta. It's really cool to see how Miner Poison adapts to every single meta. Like, there'll just be a complete 360 in the meta, and you would think Miner Poison could never be viable, but I feel like it just always finds a way to be good in basically every single meta. You just have to switch, like, usually 1 or 2 cards, and then it just becomes really broken again. Maybe I actually could have popped that Goblin's ability on the left, to be honest, but it's all good. And guys, if you don't have Hero Goblins, you're doing like the Clash Royale boycott or something, you can just play the Spear Goblins instead, and it should work. I would not say as good, but honestly still quite good. The Goblins of his might actually get right on my tower here, which is kind of annoying. Let's go for a log prediction. Nice, we predicted it. Perfect timing. I didn't want to take even a single stab right there. This guy does go for a whole Mega Knight, guys, but we can actually probably get a late Goblin's ability while the Mega Knight is running away, so that should be pretty good. I guess I'll just go for my Poison right here. Man, I just realized the Hero Goblins are such an annoying addition to this guy's deck. He's playing Mega Knight, Skelly Barrel, Miner spam, but man, to have the Hero Goblins is really gonna just make this so much more annoying than it already is. He's probably gonna have to Goblin Gang. Yeah, he goes for a Goblin Gang. It's gonna be hard here, to be honest. I feel like he's just going to control the tempo of the game a lot more than I will be able to, but we'll see about that. Let's go for a Miner in the back right here, guys, and this actually looks like it might be some pretty good damage because he wasted really all his best answers. Bats should do a good job against the Skelly Barrel. It's going to make it so we don't even take the impact damage. I guess we're going to take a couple Skelly hits, though, so not the best, not the worst. Now, I think I have to Poison. I should have probably poisoned a bit earlier, guys, but I was considering going for the Goblin Hut, but I realized I kind of need that for the Evo Skelly Barrel he has. Okay, guys, he sets up with the Inferno Dragon in the back. I mean, I guess I'll just log. I really don't know what else to do right here. Oh, we actually hit his Goblins there accidentally. That's funny. But yeah, I have to be so careful here, because if I cycle my hut at the wrong time, I just can't stop a Skelly Barrel. But this should be pretty good for us. The Ice Golem's going to deal with the skeletons pretty well, I would say. I guess I'll go for the bats up high as well, just in case. Okay, he does get a pretty quick zap up in there. I mean, I kind of have to just go for the log here, get a Goblin's ability. Let's also get our Royal Ghost as well in case he does anything else. And I think for this Skelly Barrel, guys, our Hero Goblins are going to do a pretty decent job. Yeah, so we're not looking too bad here. Not too good either, though. Maybe I could have got a Miner to pull back that Mega Knight, to be honest, and get a little bit of ghost damage, but it's all good. I guess I'll just go for a Goblin Hut like this. We can also pop our Goblins. They're going to kind of just go right into his own Goblins, but it's all good. I'm going to get a Ghost down the middle here just to get on the Spear Gob. Somehow his Skelly Barrel's actually going for my stuff right here. Beautiful log value, oh my goodness. And I'll go for an Ice Golem just in case he does something. Okay, I think we need to ability. Nice, we get a beautiful ability there, guys. Look at that value. That's also going to stun up the Skelly Barrel to give us a little bit more time. We can Goblin's ability right on the tower. He's going to have to deal with that and the Ghost. He does go for his Evo Bats, but we get so much tower damage. Oh my gosh. You guys can see we're getting more tower damage with like these random little things like the Goblin's abilities and stuff, more so than the actual Miners and stuff themselves. We get beautiful Evo Bats right here. He does get a quick zap. But look at this Goblin's ability, guys. He's going to have to deal with that. And we always get kind of an easy Ghost. I feel like the Ghost is really good in this meta just to stop Goblin Gangs, Rascals, all these annoying bait decks and that kind of thing. Okay, I'm just going to get a Goblin Hut down, try to get some early bats here. I'm going to cycle a lot of stuff to get to what I need to. This is going to be a great Ice Golem. It's also going to kill most of the bats here. Easy log on the Skelly Barrel. Skelly Barrels really aren't too dangerous. It's only when they get to the evolution that you really have to pay attention and watch out a little bit more. We have a lot of stuff on the map right here, guys. He has to zap that or, okay, go for a Skelly Barrel. We're going to get a few more Spear Goblins out of this Goblin Hut. Also, Inferno Dragon is going to kind of feed us. I'm going to go for a Ghost here, guys. And then let's try to predict a Goblin Gang. Okay. That was not a Goblin Gang. It's okay, though. We got a lot of stuff on the board. We could go for our Evo Bats up high. He does not get a zap down quickly, guys, so our Evo Bats actually might survive for a little bit here. And the defensive Poison is always so underrated. I feel like nobody realizes how good defensive Poison is. If you guys are struggling in your defense with this deck, you're probably not playing enough defensive Poisons. Like, everyone knows you should play it against, like, 3 Musketeers and Zappies and Flying Machines, but I feel like a lot of people forget to play them against, like, these big Golem pushes or big Mega Knight pushes and stuff. They just want to defend with their troops, but sometimes the Poison is the way to go. We're in the next matchup against Knight Graveyard. I think this guy Plays Giant Graveyard, which I actually haven't faced in a while. So we'll see how we do in this matchup. I think this Minor Poison deck could do pretty well here, guys, just because we have a lot of pressure with it. Because normally Minor Poison kind of can struggle in this matchup quite a bit, because you just can defend usually pretty well, but like you just can't really find a way to break through most of the time, especially if you have to like poison on defense and stuff against the graveyard. But yeah, I think we should do pretty good here with all of the spam pressure we have. We can even go for the goblins right here. We pretty much force him to spend a lot of elixir. He missed a goblin, actually, guys, so the goblins are going to get right on the tower now, and we can just get an easy ability. I don't really know if he can stop this. Okay, he goes for his whole guards right there, but that's a lot of elixir out of his hand now. And he does get his arrows down. He misses one of the spear goblins, though, so it's still alive. I'm going to take the poison on the witch here. You could kind of afford to do things like this against Graveyard, guys, because when you have this type of aggressive Minor spam deck, you can always counter Graveyard with like the bats or the goblins and stuff, so you could kind of poison their glass cannons in single elixir most of the time. This guy's already calling good game. Looking pretty good for us, to say the least. Okay, guys, he goes for his bowler in the back. I mean, it's kind of awkward for us to play into the bowler, to be honest, but we're just up so much damage right now that I'm still feeling pretty good. This guy could try to go in for like a giant graveyard, but even then, I'm not sure if it would work well for him, because he has to, you know... Oh, what the heck? He goes for a Mega Minion? Wait, I don't know why he would go for a Mega Minion, guys. I wonder if he thought I had some sort of ranged unit or something, and he was trying to predict me, because otherwise, I really don't know why he just did that. Amazing Royal Ghost right here. The bowler gets like nothing on that Ghost. Okay, the Giant is actually getting quite a good amount of damage for him, but we're still looking pretty good right now, guys. Minor does get right on there on the tower. Now, this guy could maybe try to use his Mega Minions to snipe my Goblin Huts down sometimes, so I will have to be a bit careful about that, I guess. Let's go for the Evo Bats up high. Gonna get right on the Giant. The Evo Witch is a little bit annoying. I guess I'll just poison it, even though I know it's not gonna kill it. Maybe with a Log and like a Miner I can kill it, though, hopefully. Yeah, I think we're gonna kill this, Evo Witch. The Miner actually distracts the bowler for a second, which is kind of big for us. Now we only take one bowler roll to the tower. Sometimes they do use that Evo Snowball to push your ground troops a bit back and try to get some bowler rolls on your tower. Nice. Amazing Royal Ghost. We already got another one coming down the lane as well. Guess I'll just go for my Galbo Hut right here. Definitely going to poison this Witch. By the time he gets like a graveyard and other stuff down, we're going to have everything we need to defend, so I think there's nothing to worry about. And you guys can see the Evo Witch doesn't heal as much as it used to, so against the Evo Witch, usually the poison is actually able to kill it if you play like a Log 2 and just get a tiny bit of chip on top of it. I guess I'll just Evo Ghost just to get the, you know, couple ghouls out of it or whatever. And then I think I'll just take the poison here. I'm going to also go for a Miner. Hopefully he doesn't catch my Miner with anything. Nice, the Witch should just die here since he didn't predict the Miner placement. Oh, nice, let's go. Just barely got rid of that. Log does just barely kill the bowler as well, and we already are back to our poison now. Bro, our cycle's actually so good here. We can pop the Goblin's ability if we need it, but I think that Mega Man is just dead already, so no point. Gonna get a Miner in the back, get our bats down as well. We do get the Miner on the tower. The Miner's just like kind of unstoppable, guys. It's really like the one win condition in the game that's just unstoppable. Like it always will get damage throughout a game, no matter what type of counter your opponent might be running to it. Even if they have Tornado and stuff. I think I'm not going to poison this Witch, actually. I really want to, but I'm going to hold off just so that way I can make sure I defend this graveyard. Because I think I can just Ghost here for the Witch and hopefully clear it off the board pretty quickly. We got to get a little bit more Miner damage, guys. Then we can pretty much just spell Cycle. So hopefully we get a few hits here. Yeah, let's just go for the poison, guys. I think all we need is a Log right now. So I'm going to cycle as quickly as possible to my Log. This guy really stood no chance right here. So nice win. We're up against our next opponent who's currently in his PJs. We're going to get a Miner down in the safe spot. He is Hog Rider, so it could be 2.6 Hog Cycle maybe. I think the Ice Golem is going to be a really big issue for us if he has the Hero Ice Golem, because that's going to counter our bats and a lot of our defenses for his Hog Rider pretty easily. I'm kind of just worried about getting out-cycled here, guys. That's really the main thing. Against 2.6, I feel like sometimes it's worth it to just overcommit to not take the early Hog damage. He actually does have normal Ice Golem, not Hero Ice Golem, but honestly, I don't really think that's going to change too much. Guess I'll just get my Log right here. Better to not take that one Hog hit. And he spent a cannon on defense, which is kind of nice for us. Look at our bats also forcing out his Ice Golem. That was really good for us, guys, that we played that that Ice Golem or whatever there to force his cannon, because if he didn't play that cannon, he could cycle his cheaper cards and probably outcycle me pretty quick. Alright, so we're going to do this here. We're going to get goblins here down this lane as well. Easy poison on the musketeer. Ghost is actually on the tower. This guy may go for a hog soon, though, because I spent a lot of elixir. Yeah, so I'm just going to have my bats ready right here. Hopefully, we only take one hog hit. One hog hit? Okay, of course that got a second one, but we're still up quite a bit of damage, so I'm pretty happy with this start, actually. Now that I think about it, guys, our cycle is actually pretty quick with this deck, because even though we don't have any 1 elixir cards, we have 4 2 elixir cards, so we're able to play like a miner or a goblin hut or something, and then get back to it in 8 elixir, which is actually quite good if you think about it. This guy does get a good defense here, but we're kind of just wasting his time, you know? It's mainly single elixir where I feel like he's going to outcycle me the most, so now that it's about to be double elixir, I think stuff will be a little bit better for us, probably. We can just go for the split Galbos here. He can't really do too much since he wasted his log. At least I don't think he's going to do too much. We're going to get a nice Ice Golem ability, guys. Look at that ability. You really want to position the Ice Golem ability so it actually can abuse that knockback that we just had there, guys. Because if you don't position it right with the ability, then you're not going to knock back stuff. You're just going to knock it forward into your tower. Also, guys, we're trying to defend his hogs differently every time, so, you know, sometimes I might go for a goblin hut, sometimes I might go for, like, goblins plus log, even when I do have a hut in cycle, just to throw this guy off and get outcycled as little as possible. Nice, beautiful goblins here, guys. You could see he didn't prediction log it, because he really thought that I would just, you know, go in for that goblin hut there. But now I'm able to kind of keep my cycle in a good spot, since I didn't go for the hut there. This time we do kind of have to hut, but it's all good. We get a nice Evo Ghost counter pushing as well, which is great. And I feel like our Evo Bats always cause this guy a lot of trouble too, because he doesn't have an easy way to take it down. He played his log, so he can't really Hog Rider here. I mean, he can, but I just don't think it's going to break through. Kind of a bad hog out of him. He does get good Evo Skeletons, though, because my poison didn't reach them, but we're still looking great. I'm going to get my Ghost in the back here just so he can't do anything into it. Okay, of course the 2.6 player is still going to spam regardless. He does get his Fireball down, but not on my Evo Bats, so he actually gets a total of 0 hits right there, man. The defense of this deck is just so clean, man. I love this. We get a nice poison there predicting the skeletons. This guy's just panicking at this point, man. I don't think he knows what to do here. His cannon's basically gone already. As long as he doesn't get like a crazy big outcycle on us right here, I think we should be fine. Yeah, so he's probably going to spam an Ice Golem Hog here in a little bit. I'll get my my goblins ready for that. Yeah, let's get our goblins down here. Let's just get the miner poison, and I think this guy does not have enough time for his hog to fully take our tower, right? Yeah, miner's on the tower now, so we take it. My favorite starting play with this miner poison deck, guys, definitely has to be split goblins. Usually I just go for them split in the back. And the reason why that's better than just going for goblins to the bridge with this deck is because when you split them in the back, your opponent can't just go for like a log or a barbarian barrel, because they can kill 2 of the goblins, but then they still have to worry about the other 2. Then you can sometimes get the banner pretty close to your opponent's tower. We're actually going to get some nice goblins right here, forcing out the log for 2 elixir, so it's just a negative trade for our opponent. I don't think these piggies will really do anything, because our bats are going to do a pretty good job right here. I'm going to get a miner down on this side, guys, because I do want to go same lane as our opponent here if possible. Okay, he does get a good Ice Spirit there, and that's a pretty good Skelly Surround, but actually he missed 1 bat, so I take that back. He did not get a good Ice Spirit. I'm going to get my split goblins down right here, guys. I think the thing that I'm the most worried about in this matchup really is going to be this guy getting to the Evo Pigs, because the Evo Pigs can pretty easily get through like Goblin Huts and stuff like that. I'm not even going to Goblin Hut here. I think it's better just to Ghost and get a couple of our cheap cards down. He gets no damage, and also it helps us cycle to our evolutions, so I think that was a pretty good play for us right there. He does go for his Ice Spirit. I guess I'll just get the Galbos down right here. He's probably going to try to like log the left side maybe or something. Yeah, he goes for the log on that side, but now he has to worry about these goblins, which are going to be pretty close to his tower. And he has to play an entire Archer Queen, which is probably not what he wanted to do. And guys, I'm just going to go for an early Evo Royal Ghost right here. We can also log to fully kill the Queen so it doesn't damage the John down too much. I don't know if the delivery is quite enough here. Oh, my Ghost doesn't go back invisible. Well, it is double elixir now, guys, so we're going to really have to watch out for them Evo Piggies. We got our split bats down, though, so we can't really push into this for a while. And also, guys, we do have the Hero Ice Golem, and with that ability, we can knock the piggies straight out of the air. So At least we have that going for us. Shoot, I don't really have a great play to make here. I can't really cycle my Ice Golem since I know I'm going to need it. I guess I'll just get my split Goblins down kind of early. Okay, he does go for the Evo Pigs there on the other side. Just going to get our Ice Golem ability. He's probably going to get a lot of damage, but one of our Goblins actually survives. He does get a good Evo Cannon, though. Okay, guys, he's kind of coming back in this game, but we're still looking good overall. Got our Evo Ghost already in Cycle 2, which is pretty nice. Guess I'll just go for a poison here. I just need damage at this point. And if he goes in for the piggies, guys, we have our Evo Ghost. So one thing that you're going to notice me doing is that you can see I'm a lot more aggressive when I have my evolutions in cycle, just because I know that if he goes in for something, when I have my Evos, it's really no issue at all defending. Yeah, we're going to take like no damage here, basically, on the, well, right side anyways, which is the side that he has the most damage on. Nice spats right here. I'm just going to poison. We do actually predict the cannon there pretty nicely. And I'll go for a Gob Hut this time, because why not? But his next piggies are going to once again be evolved, so I do got to make sure I keep my cycle good for that. Yeah, the thing about piggies is I feel like when you split them, it makes it harder for me to counter them with like the ghosts and stuff like that, but then at the same time you also split up your damage way too much, so it doesn't really seem to work out too well for them most of the time. I'm not going to go for the poison right away. I guess I'll just get a ghost in the back. He just go for the queen at the bridge, so yeah, kind of glad I didn't waste my poison there. I'm just going to go for Golbos down low. He does get the Evo Pigs here, so I think we just got an Ice Golem ability. Goblin Hut's getting kind of demolished, but I think it's still going to be enough to stop these piggies here. Yeah, we just got to get a couple good minor poisons, guys. Got our Ghost coming down the lane as well. Yeah, let's go for the minor, get a quick poison here on the Skellies. And for defense, the Goblins will do a great job. Even though Earthquake does kill them, we can always just respawn them. Oh, I just put them right into a log. Dang. Okay, well, let's go for a minor poison once again right here. I don't think he can actually catch this minor. Yeah, minor's on the tower, so that is a pretty nice win here against quite a popular deck in this meta. We found our next victim, guys. Let's just end this quickly, man. You know, I'm feeling good today. Let's just end this quickly. Let's get some split bats down. Goes for the Zappies. I don't see too many Zappies nowadays, but Zappies and Cannon, what the heck even is that? I actually have no idea. I feel like Zappies are a card that's like pretty average normally, or pretty mid you could even say, but they just randomly become overpowered when the meta suits them. Nice little bat damage right there. I mean, he could have maybe Electro Giant or something like that. I don't even know what else it could be. Or a self-made deck of some sort. He does have the Knight. I guess I'll go Goblins on this side just to see what he's up to. Okay, he does have Ram Rider. What the heck? You don't see Ram Rider too often. The Ram Rider actually got a bit of a buff recently, though, guys. It got a buff to where now it attacks a little bit quicker. I think it got the buff not that long ago, actually. Now, I'm assuming this guy probably has Tornado. Well, actually, I don't know if he does, but if he does, he could activate his King, maybe. Okay. He does go for a cannon there, kind of an awkward cannon, so I'm just going to take the poison there. Kill the Zappy, too, and we get some free chip on the tower. Wonder if this guy maybe has, like, a monk or something, but I kind of doubt it since he has the Knight. Let's go for our Goblins early just to make him play something right here. He goes for an Ice Wizard, which is just a free -1 elixir trade for him, and it's already dead, so that's pretty good. I do want to try to get to my Evo Bats, because that probably could get some nice value. And I think we can actually go for a minor kind of far back here. I'm just going to assume he has no Tornado, because I feel like he would have played Nado already if he had it. I could even maybe get a nice Ice Golem ability right here. What, he has Mega Knight? Oh my gosh, guys, that was such a trash Ice Golem ability there then. I just didn't think he would have Mega Knight since he had, like, Cannon and all of that stuff. Okay, Mega Knight's going to get a good jump here, but we're still doing fine. He does get a great Evo Cannon, though. But we do have our Goblin's ability, which is going to just destroy the Ram Rider. Dude, the Heroic Knight could actually kind of annoy us sometimes, guys. Tell me that dies. Okay, that is going to die. Man, I did not expect Mega Knight right here at all. He's probably going to predict my minor because he can probably tell it's going to be in the back. No, he somehow fails to predict it. Okay. A little bit of damage there for us. We could just get an early Gob Hut down. Just a good card to play when you're in kind of like a passive situation. Okay, there goes the Mega Knight in the back. Guess we just go for a Goblins on this side. He's probably going to have to respond to them just because we have the ability available. Yeah, so he has to go for his Cannon there. I think his Evo Cannon is really the main way that he might have a chance to break through us here. We also got to try to get a really good Ice Golem ability. Oh no, the Ice Golem, no! It missed everything. But it does get a freeze in the end, though. A big freeze in the end. Nice, perfect. Ram Rider should just be dead here. Let's go for a miner plus some bats, then also goblins this side. Oh yeah, he's in trouble with the goblins, I think. Wait, guys, he might have no elixir right now. Ghost actually got a hit there on the tower somehow. Okay, let's pop the goblins ability right here. Forcing out his cannon is really nice. We spent 1 elixir, he had to spend 3, which is kind of crazy. Okay, he's probably not going to go for his arrows, so I think our bats are going to demolish everything. He does play his arrows, but just a little bit too late, so doesn't really matter. We've got our 1 spear goblin also, which can distract the Mega Knight. Yeah, I just love the goblins, guys, because when you have like skeletons in a deck like this, you just don't have the same pressure. But with goblins, man, no matter how healthy their tower is, they pretty much always have to respond to hero goblins. Nice little log right there down the middle. He does go for the Evo Mega Knight, but I mean, the fact that we have the Ice Golem and the Ghost just makes it so that even when this guy thinks that he took care of my ground responses, I feel like I always have another in cycle, really no matter what, so that's why it's pretty difficult for our opponent. Ghost should actually get a nice splash. Oh my gosh, he has the lightning. Oh my gosh. No way, guys, no way. No, he actually could win still. That is a pretty good Evo cannon. Bro, how is this guy almost winning after, like, being dead the whole game? It looked like he was just dead the whole game and he's suddenly coming back. Okay, he goes for the Bridge MK. I don't know about that choice. How did the Ghost not splash the Ice Wizard is the real question. I'm just going to get a defensive poison to be safe here. He's kind of trying to just lightning cycle me. Wait, guys, this game is actually so close. What the heck? I actually need chip damage right now. Like, I actually need chip. Miner does luckily get on the tower, man. Beautiful miner placement, guys. As long as we defend like a Mega Knight or a Ramrod or whatever he plays here, we're all good. Yeah, he's just not playing anything because he knows that we won this game. We're up against a doormat. I would just recommend, guys, that you should wipe your feet in it before stepping inside of my house, alright? Anyways, this guy does have Logbait. Haven't seen much Logbait for a while, like with the actual Goblin Barrel. You always see the new hyper bait decks and stuff, I feel like, instead of the actual OG bait. I saw a lot of people saying how Goblin Barrel is one of the worst win conditions in their opinion. Because, like, the hyper bait win conditions like Skelly Barrel and stuff seem really broken, but yeah, the OG versions of bait seem to not be doing too well. But this guy is running it, so I guess it still is viable if you play it right. He does have the Tesla version of bait, which is interesting. I'm going to go for my log right here. And then I think I'll just get a miner down on the tower. Bro, these bridge princesses are so annoying. He just gets free chip every time, and it's really hard to react to it. I mean, guys, you actually could react to a bridge princess now, ever since it got the little change to where it deploys a little bit slower, but it's really hard unless you have something hovering there. I'm going to cycle the Ghost right here, guys, because if I go for it, like, all the way far in the back, he could pretty easily just, probably rocket it, so I think this is a good idea. Let's go for this. Let's get a poison as well. Oh, he goes for the Knight ability. Wait, the Ghost is splashing the tower, guys. Yes! That is so huge for us. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Now, our opponent might go for an Evo barrel push here, so I'm going to be ready to defend that with my various things if I need to. Gonna get some nice Evo bats. He has no Princess in cycle now, so he probably has to spend a lot of elixir defending this, or maybe he will just take a little bit of damage. Not even really too worried about that Evo barrel. The dolls don't really do much of anything there. I'm just going to go for a miner all the way in the back, and I might as well just poison. Because I know he's going to rocket cycle me, guys, so I might as well try to get some early chip to lengthen my advantage. But yeah, you really just have to pay attention to where I'm cycling my cards. He does go for the rocket. I'm not really sure why he's going for that lane, though. I feel like he might as well just stick to the lane that he has the most damage in, but to each their own, I suppose. Gonna get a pretty quick poison on the goblins, but it looks like our miner does die either way. Okay, we do get one hit up in there. But yeah, I think he's mainly gonna beat me if he's able to get a lot of princess chips, so that's the main thing I gotta worry about. He can't really princess now, though, since I have my goblins down the map. Alright, let's go for a miner here on the inside. Let's get a really early poison as well. He does catch it with the Tesla, but that's a whole Evo Tesla he just had to waste there, so I don't actually mind that too much. Ice Golem's getting awfully close to the tower, okay. But yeah, you can see this matchup is not easy. He kind of just rocket cycles us. Maybe I shouldn't have went for that Ghost right there in the back, to be honest, but it's all good. We're still going to catch up, I'm sure, with our miners chipping away. And whenever he goes for a Tesla against a miner, it's just not a good trade for him. Okay, so we get some bats here chipping on the tower. I mean, all we got to do now is get a poison. Let's just Yeah, Log here on defense, go for the poison, and we do take a very nice win.